Since the dawn of humanity, we have looked up at the night sky. We stare into that freezing vastness with a mix of terror and wonder. We've built temples, invented gods, and launched billion-dollar telescopes into the void of space, all in the hope of answering one single question. Are we alone in the universe? Where is our place in all of this? Are we an anomaly, a rounding error lost on a wet rock? Or are we part of a grand design that escapes us? Stop looking for stars in the sky. The greatest enigma of the universe is not above your head. It hides in the reflection of a mirror. Today, we are not going to explore the edges of the galaxy. We are going to explore the universe inside of you. And what modern science is discovering will shatter the mental barrier you've always placed between you and the cosmos. The next time you catch your own gaze in a mirror, lean in. Look beyond your reflection. Carefully observe the ocean of colors surrounding your pupil. In biology, this structure is called the iris. It is unique, even more unique than a fingerprint. These fascinating patterns, these tiny craters known as Fox's crypts, and these glowing, intertwining fibers are not just random accidents of genetics. If you take a microscopic photograph of your eye and superimpose it on the images of a planetary nebula captured by the James Webb Telescope, the resemblance is not just poetic, it is mathematically terrifying. This is the Helix Nebula, located 700 light-years from Earth. It is what remains of a dying star that expelled its gases into the vacuum of space. Look at the dark pupil in the center. That is the heart of the star. Look at the filaments of burning gas stretching outward. They perfectly replicate the tension of the muscles in your iris. Science tends to call this pareidolia, or a coincidence of nature. But when we look at the laws of quantum physics, we realize this is not an optical illusion. It is a structural signature. The exact same gravitational goes much deeper than a simple visual resemblance. To understand your true nature, we have to go back in time, far, far back. At the moment of the Big Bang, the universe contained only the most basic elements: hydrogen and a little helium. Nothing else. No carbon, no oxygen, no iron. The universe needed a much more destructive force to create iron. When a massive star reaches the end of its life, it collapses under its own weight and explodes. A supernova. It is the most violent event in the universe. Look at your hands. Feel your pulse. The blood beating in your veins. The hemoglobin carrying oxygen to your brain right at this very moment relies on one central molecule: iron. Every atom of iron in your blood, absolutely every single atom, was forged in the heart of a dying star billions of years ago. The agony of a star gave birth to your first heartbeat. You are not just in the universe, you are the universe. The infinitely small reflects the infinitely large. The more powerful our microscopes and telescopes become, the more undeniable this truth is. Take your brain, the most complex object known to humanity. It contains roughly Let's change scale. This is the cosmic web. It is the large-scale structure of the entire universe. Every point of light you see is not a star, but an entire cluster of galaxies. These clusters are connected by immense filaments of dark matter. In 2020, astrophysicists and neuroscientists published a joint study that shocked the scientific world. By comparing the neural network of the human brain to the cosmic network of galaxies, they discovered that despite a scale difference of 27, our brain reflects the very architecture of space and time, then the ancient question of our place in the universe finally finds its answer. The universe spent 13.8 billion years cooling down, organising itself, forging heavy elements in the fires of supernovae. It condensed those elements into planets, then into molecules, then into biology. We spend our entire lives staring into the void, hoping that something, somewhere, is looking back at us. But the void is not silent. You are not a stranger on Earth. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are the way the universe gave itself a consciousness, so it could admire its own beauty. The universe is not just above you. Look closely in the mirror. It is watching you in silence.